Blarla. Hello peeps and welcome back to Good Company. Welcome back to Eye in the Sky, where we are in the process of moving a production line. And it is like hell. So, this still doesn't function, of course, and we absolutely need to be doing that so that they can start getting these things that he's so diligently making at the moment. First thing being, I mean, the people that do technically work on these benches here are currently standing in the wrong building. There's that. We also need logistics. Most importantly, for this area, we are going to need some logistics. We need to start moving this garbage around. So we're going to stick this logistics thing right in the middle of the room because it's reaching all those shelves, which is great. And we are going to hire... If we're thinking about long trips that are going to be occurring from here, one employee can probably move all this around. But we're probably going to need 2 employees for these long trips back and forth. And I'd like somebody effectively looking after this shelf. And then there's going to be trips over here. We can always add more. I think we're going to need a couple more, to be honest. So we'll get that started. So this should technically, yeah, because they're already standing around doing nothing. This should technically start getting... production moving. Now, here they are. I was about to say that these people need to come over here and get working on what they're doing. Now, I've actually got a couple of these simple AM radio links, so I'm also going to bring them over to here for these guys, because this production line whoops, wrong way. This production line, not only that we're setting up over here or moving over to here, not only needs to keep these guys going, but they're going to have to start producing stuff for over here. So we need to up it. Okay, and he is producing, and she's now picking up that single box, and they're coming over to here. Okay. So these should start moving now. These should start moving. We are going to get a build up again. They're not all going to be used instantly. But we are in a situation where we should... Where's this guy? Where are you? Where's that guy? That's him there. Let's try and reassign him. He seems a bit confused. Let's just check that his bench is set up okay. We've still got a thing here. This is very annoying. But what is going on with his bench? He should be getting all he needs from here, yeah, and here, and then you put them out to there. You are doing that. Right. Why is this? Is there still some on there? Maybe there's still some on there. Yeah, there is. Let's go grab them. I don't think we need that on there either. She's not got her plastic yet. That's because I think it's coming from this room over here. And we don't have anybody working over here yet. Yeah, so the plastic and the metal and the electronic components are coming from here. So we better get this up and running now. Yeah, I will stick that... Oh, we can just stick it there. That's great. Yeah, I think I might stick that there. And we'll stick a couple of employees on it, and then we can start getting these raw materials over to here. Just want to try and get this area running first, and then we can start expanding it and whatever we need to do with it, right? Because I mean, look, we're filling up on these components quickly, so we're definitely going to be able to get more of this this guy going. I'm thinking, can we upgrade? We can. So we can upgrade his workstation to an advance. So let's do that. So he'll now produce them faster. Just on his own. He'll start producing them much more quickly. Which is great. But we'd like to get him 2 other buddies, I think. How do I just build? Is it advanced? Yeah. Here we go. There. Like that. And we're going to get them all producing these simple AM radios, I think. Okay. And to get the logistics sorted, boom, 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 boom. Excellent. And now, let's employ some people to work them. There we go. Okay. So we are now in a situation where we have expanded. We've made it faster and we've put more people on it. Fantastic. Fantastic. Now they're going to start consuming all of these things more, which is great because they are available. We established, didn't we, that these guys are the only ones using these integrateds and I think also these circuit boards. But there's a few people using plastic. Now, nobody's using plastic parts over here at the moment, but then this one has its own plastic setup over here. Is this actually working? Where's the person? Have I not employed anybody for here yet? Shall I? Shall I do that? So, they're going to need plastic parts. We need somebody over here actually producing these. So, let's see. This, I think, is all working okay. And then the plastic parts come over to here. We don't want those. Maybe there's integrated parts and that. So let's just take a stroll over there. I'm going to pick them up. I'm going to pick these up. That's probably why I can't get rid of them. Mind you, it doesn't explain that one that was over there. So we're going to take these away. Those away. Okay, and are we still getting a problem with this one? Yeah, why? There's no electronic parts in this. And there shouldn't be any cool. We're not ordering any. There's none actually in here. And why are we getting these motors in it? Stop that. Stop it. Don't do that. Why are you doing that? Don't understand why they're selling them. It must have been something that they were doing before we started here. Right. Yeah, so that thing's annoying. That connection there between these two, I can't get rid of it. I'd really like to. Look, connection over to that shelf as well. I don't want it. They don't need, as far as I'm aware, they don't need electronic. No. We're not ordering them anymore. There's none in that spot. I can't get rid of it. It's really annoying. Really annoying. Anyway, let's try and not let it distract me too much, eh? What is going on over here? We should be producing these now. At a much greater rate. Seems like we are. We've still got loads of everything else, but isn't that great? Isn't that great? It's going nicely. I've got loads of these. Loads of those. It's too many of everything. Okay. There it is. So these guys are still producing way too much. But I think we are now producing plenty of these for those guys, and probably enough for the production over here as well. I think we're doing it. So the next immediate problem, which is eating into our profits, is actually these motors, and we're not going to worry about doing this just for the moment because we have a more immediate issue over here that now needs addressing, and we have messed with this area considerably, and this is still a very big problem, and it really is eating in to their time. So he's now spending 37% of his time blocked. So we've brought it down a lot by sorting out the AM radio thing. But we're still spending quite a lot of time blocked because we're not producing these motors fast enough. Just not producing them fast enough. And they only need one of them. So where's the hold up? Let's have a look here. So this guy here is making the first step. It seems to me that he has... It's actually easier in logistics, believe it or not. It seems to me that he has plenty. He currently has... Is this the current amount in the slot or max available? Actually can't get both information at once. So the mechanical parts might be a little on the low side, but he seems okay. Let's see. He spends none of his time blocked, so he is always producing. He spends 69% of his time, 73% of his time crafting, 13% of his time picking, and 14% of his time walking. I mean, that's pretty good. Now this lady, again, she seems to be going at full whack, right? This lady here, she's producing 7, he's producing 7. They're going as quick as they can. We can't upgrade their workstations just at the moment. That's not possible. Okay, so we definitely just need to up all this, don't we? And it seems that in terms of raw materials, they're probably okay, although we could probably do with putting some more metal in. So let's create some space, first of all, for them. So we are going to move this plastic production. And we are, oops, also going to move this. I'm going to flip them round, I think, like this, and move them. Okay, is this going to be enough room? Who knows? We can definitely, it's definitely going to allow us to get in at least another desk, isn't it? So what we're working on a basic workbench. So let's, do you know what? No. I just think they don't really need that gap. Don't really need it. We've got this here. This is interesting. This, yeah, I'm just wondering if we can, but there's not going to be enough room. Really isn't going to be enough room. Might as well leave it there. Okay, so we're going to put in another basic workbench. We will stick it there. Okay, and this can do the small DC motor, and we're going to have a second one for the medium. And then we need to just sort out the logistics, which is pretty sure it's that. Let's just take a look at this shelf. I'd like to up the metal. Let's come into this shelf. And then we're going to, it's possible that we should maybe consider dividing this. But at the same time, I don't want to divide the goods. These mechanical parts certainly have their limit. Where are we making? Right, so the mechanical parts, it seems like they spend, yeah, 32% of their time blocked. And we're a little bit low on these mechanical parts. So I could really do with more of them coming in. Seems they stack as high as 25. So that's a little bit annoying. Let's up. I can't. The shelving is possibly not big enough. Okay. I want them to pull them off the shelf faster. Ooh, what's that? Some sort of research. Oh, the research is complete. Right, we would like to dedicate more space to those. We're going to do 3 slots and 3 slots to that. There we go. So we are now increasing capacity. Let's get another another one of these going, shall we? While we're not really paying any kind of interest to this. Yeah, let's start doing this control unit. Get them going on that. Right. So, what is going on? Now, they should have more space on the shelves. Here. How are we doing over here? Still could be better. Still could be better. I think what I'm going to do to allow just a little bit more space over here, we're going to get, it's going to increase their picking time. That's the only problem. But I think what I'm going to do, these 4 benches here, they're finished products. I'm going to remove from there. The thing is it really is just going to increase time, isn't it? I know what we're going to do. I know what we're going to do. These 2 benches. These 2 benches are going to produce. Hang on a minute. I want you to produce that instead. There we go. And I want you to produce. Hey, that's not that bench. I want you to produce that one. Right, okay, there we go. So these 2 are now producing the small DC motor. These 2. Okay. Let's just break all these connections a minute. I feel like we're not in the best setup, but I feel like there's a slightly better one to be had here. It's a little bit tricky. We've got a lot of parts being produced, so we might be able to get away with separate shelves. So let's have a look here. I want these 2 benches to work from the materials that are coming in here, and I don't want that to happen. Yeah, so it's going to come from here, there, like that. Okay. And when they finished their production of the small, yeah, I'm going to want them to shove it into this shelf. So it's going to increase their walking a smidge. It is. Because I'm going to then get them to pick from here. Right. So they're going to pick. Oh dear, hang on, I'm going to get them to pick from here, but they're going to then ship their small DC motors to this shelf over here. It's a really annoying sound. Okay. So from the shelf, they're getting their small motors. Great. We are going to need metal to be delivered, and I think we're going to increase that to 2. And they are also going to need their mechanical parts to be delivered, which I'm also going to increase to 2. See, look, we've got more shelf space now. So they can now get the mechanical parts from here, and then get the metal from here. How much metal are we ordering from over here? Don't know. We might need to up that. It looks like there's not enough. Okay. Stop that sound, my goodness. Now, I'm assuming that on here we have some of those motors, which we will now move over to here. Pull the small ones out. So I'm now going to take these motors, just shove them over here. Oh, they're the small ones. By me. Small. Okay. There you go. Right. So So that's 2 tables now. So we've doubled production. We don't have the upgrade, unfortunately, at the moment for this. Now she's actually, they're standing around with what? What is that she's holding? The large. Is there not enough room on this shelf? Not enough room on this shelf. Okay. So they're getting 1 lot of gears. That's fine because the gears stack quite high, don't they? They're getting 2 metal and 2, yeah, which I think is important. But over here, we're running out of space. Well, no, because these stack to 30 apparently. Medium DC motors stack to 30. Well, there's definitely not 30 here, is there? There's definitely not 30 there. There's 2. So why were they standing around just then? Look, he's still standing around. Look at that. Why? Why are you? You shouldn't be. I don't maybe she just got stuck in a loophole of me changing. Maybe he has to, because I changed everything around while they were still doing something else, and now they're confused. I think that's what it is. Now we've reset them, and they should just get on with it. My goodness, okay. And then we've got 1 logistics man working these 3 shelves. I think we might give him somebody else. Okay, so I'm hoping now that we should see a reduction in their block time. We need to give it some time to go through. It will also increase our profits again. They should start going up, so we're going to give this a little bit of time. And who are you? Are you working logistics point? Okay. I think they're fine for everything else. Yeah, it's just the DC motors. We've definitely fixed the AM radio thing. But yeah, we've got to get these motors running. So I'm going to give this a little bit of time to see how it goes. So what I'm noticing now about their block time is that they've not shipping them. So they're standing here with finished products and they're not able to get them out the door. So looking at our market overview, we are selling our maximum, which seems to be 8. I don't know how to increase that because clearly we're producing them faster. How do we make them pick up more? I don't know. I mean, I know I can manually move this stuff over and then they will start slinging them in, but they're not shipping them all. Is it down to potential sales? Is it? But then we've had potential sales at 10 and they've been shipping 8, I think. I'm not sure. So if I got them up to 12. Okay. So a bit of a discount on that while we're trying to get this sorted. But I think we're getting there now. We're getting there now. This is still showing us quite a high block time, but that's because they were just standing there with a complete product and they weren't able to get them out. Okay. I think it's going all right. Yeah, so at this point we're definitely producing them faster than we need them. Typically. So it could be that we might actually stop the assembly on this bench. If you could, mate, if you could stop. Thanks. I think we're going to stop production on that one. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm just gonna ship these out. No. Oh, it's because I've saved them all. Okay, whatever. I've saved all those slots. I don't know how to unsave them. Okay. we're making money again. The profits have gone up. I'm pleased about this. So I think we are now in a situation where we can definitely look at continuing to set this production line up. This is we're back here type thing, which is great. I'm very keen to move on with this. Now I noticed that we've got the medium stepper motor here. Is that linked? And then we've also got the shortwave radio link. So what are these stepper motors linked to that production over there? Is there where are all the motors? They're all here. Actually, we could probably just have a look at it. No, we can't. Whatever. It's a basic one. It's this basic workbench. Let's just have a look at this. I know we can do it through the... It's just it's easier this way, I find. It's not. They are not linked in any way. It is a separate production line. It is a separate... It's exactly the same in a way, but it is a separate production line. So we're going to set it up very similarly to this one, but we are going to be doing it over here, I think. I think that's what we're going to be doing. So let's... for the moment, let's just get rid of this and set up this sort of deal, right? You know, it's cozy, right? Cozy. Probably a little bit too cozy. They're going to need shelvings. What have we got? Right, hang on a minute. What have we got here? We need small stepper motors, and then we're going to want medium because this requires medium. Yep. Okay. And they do need different. They do need different things. They do need different things. Okie dokie. Maybe we'll go with this. Yeah. I think. We are going to need... You know what we'll do as well? We'll just get like a... That might be a bit much. Although... At the same time. At the same time. It's kind of cool. Or do we... No. I think we're going to make them all share. I think I might prefer that. Okay, so let's look at this a minute. This shelf is going to feed those two. Their output's going to come to here. And then this shelf's going to feed those two. And their output's going to come back. Something like that. Okay. Something like that. Which means we need things. We need things and stuff. So we are going to need metal to come into here. Which means actually we're probably going to need to increase the metal once again. Yeah, I'm going to increase the metal over here. Okay. And... they are also going to need rods. Now, rods are being produced over here quite readily. Yeah. This shelf is for this. Is all for this, isn't it? Yeah. Shall we get a centralized shelf over here? Although it's going to be a little bit smaller by the looks of it, but that's okay. So over here we are going to need rods. We're going to need rods coming in, and we're going to need mechanical parts coming in. Do you know what? Maybe we can even try and give them a bit more space over here in case things are building up. Mechanical parts, right? Okay. And then what do we need here? We're going to need screws to come in. So again, we could probably double up on those, and we're going to need these gears to come in. So again, we could probably just double up on that. Excellent. So we're getting plenty of stock into here. Our logistic point over here is not covering it. In fact, it's probably going to need its own logistics point. Let's see here. You know, just to sort of try and keep everything moving. And we'll just... Wow, that's actually a really good logistics point, isn't it? What we might do is... yeah, you guys. I think I might have you work, oops, on that logistics point, and same with you. I'm gonna have you work on that logistics point, and we're going to delete this one. That was weird. That was weird. I thought I was gonna have both of them, but no. We'll go with that one logistics point, and we'll increase employment on it. All right. So, with this now being like our central shelf with goods coming in, we can now feed these shelves, right? So this shelf can feed this one, and it can feed that one. And then the DC motors can also come over to here. They're not DC motors, are they? They're stepper motors. And then get this stepper motor shipped over to here. Right, okay, so we now have the medium stepper motor dealt with. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you to all my Patreons for their continued support.